Hello everyone, back tuning into our for Christmas 2020 update. So here we go again, another Christmas update for you on this Thursday evening. And 3 updates so far, been pretty interesting, generally favouring at least seasonable weather and at times quite cold and wintry weather around the Christmas period. Of course, we can't pinpoint weather down to the exact, the exact weather for Christmas Day. It's far too far away from that. So just looking for the trends of like mid to late December to early to mid-January and see what the CFSB2 model is indicating for around this period. And so far, the 3 updates that we've done up to now have been quite interesting updates and generally trending a little bit colder than we've had for a few years, actually, I think, in those first 3 updates. We'll have a look at the CFSV2 9-monthly forecast in a moment and see what that's got to say tonight. Just say that earlier on today we released the European Outlook and we've also released a 10 to 14 day update as well. So have a look at those 2 videos when you have done with this one. Thank you to Richard for the amazing winter updates gear. Thank you so much, Richard. We all love the winter updates gear. This year is one of your best, I think, with the swirly snow and proper Dickensian Christmas card scene. So thank you so much, Richard, for that. Right, let's move over to Metro Seal then. So we're going to begin in the middle or in the early part of December. So this is actually, we're actually starting off on the 3rd of December. It's CFSV2 9-monthly forecast, generated midday run, by the way. We always try and use the midday run all the time, and then we can't be, told off for cherry picking any particular outcome. It's purely the way that the midday runs are coming out as we are doing these updates. Occasionally, there may not be an update from midday run, so we may have to use another run. But for as long as we can, we always try and use 12Z. Generated midday yesterday, 11th of November. It's a 24-hour delay on the chart going through to Metro Seal. Right, let's get on with it then. We're going to start off on the 3rd of December, looking very, very stormy. A deep area of low pressure at 950 millibars is giving the UK and Ireland an absolute battering there of severe gales. And, I mean, it looks pretty nasty, that. So to start us off, what a way to start. Severe gales and a real battering from low pressure. That low pressure slides away to our east. As we go through to the 5th of December, we turn wind into the north, so a cold and northerly wind bringing snow showers probably into northern and eastern parts of the country, but only a very brief cold snap. And then in comes the next low. Now, this is moving into cold air. So as this low pushes through the cold air, there could well be snow on its northern edge. So cold, stormy, and quite wintry to start us off here, with rain and snow and of course those severe gales to start off with. So what a way to start this for Christmas update. That low pressure slides away as we get into the 2nd week of December and we start to build up some higher pressure. It's turning drier and colder, and then in comes the next low as we run through to the 10th of December. Now this is further northward, so this is bringing in milder air from off the Atlantic. Could be a snow event involved in the transition, of course, but then we're going into like a milder westerly sort of flow. By the way, I'm doing this like I would in a live stream, so I do not know how this is going to come out. I haven't loaded up the charts before, so I have no idea how this is going to go. It's going to be as much a surprise for me as it is for you on this for Christmas update. We're through to the 11th of December now, and we're bringing in a cold and showery northwest wind, a little bit of cold zonality. That would turn showers to snow, probably, over northern high ground in particular. We don't want to see that, do we? Let's try and get rid of that, shall we? There we go. So why isn't that going? Get rid of that. Sorry about that, everybody. No idea what happened there. Right, okay. So we bring this system through across the country from the 11th through to the 12th of December. So we go cold and showery. And probably bring some snow into the north as well. Mid-December, winds are turning into the north. Look at this. Bit of mid-Atlantic ridge. Sending wind into the north and to the northeast. It looks like it's maintaining the trend, doesn't it? Of quite a cold, sort of, or at least cold at times, during December. So mid-December, we've got a north to northeasterly wind, and we're bringing those snow showers in from the north and from the east as well. Then high pressure tumbles through, turns us drier, colder and frostier. We're back into milder westerlies. What a changeable run this is. Back into milder, showery west-south-westerlies here for the 18th of December as we're beginning to run up towards Christmas. So a couple of really potent cold snaps, quite stormy to start the month, and now much milder with winds pumping up from the southwest. It's all happening, isn't it, on this particular Christmas update. Right, let's get to Christmas and what happens. So we're running up to like pre-Christmas now. We're turning very unsettled, low pressure plunging in from off the Atlantic. That's another sort of severe gale there, blasting away around the 22nd. So that's stormy, wet and windy. That's the eve of Christmas Eve into like a cold, showery, northwesterly flow. That's Christmas Eve itself with a bit of a southerly tracking low. So this is back in sort of cold zonality type pattern. Now, to the north of that low, it's pretty cold. That would deliver snow, I think, for the northern half of the country with rain down in the south as that low pressure dies in. So there would be a sort of wedge of cold air across Scotland. So on the northern side of the low, yes, I could envisage there might be some snow with that. Then the low sort of clears away into the North Sea. As we go through Christmas Day itself, we turn wind into like a northerly, gale force northerly. So I mean, there could be rain, sleet, snow, wintry showers in with that, and quite a wild sort of Christmas Day as well. Boxing Day, the next low, is rattling in from off the Atlantic as well. So this is returning us probably to milder air down in the south, still quite cold up in the north, and it does look pretty stormy there as well as that low pressure zips through. So I mean, it's all happening on this Christmas update, isn't it? Not a particularly cold Christmas, but on the northern side of these lows, you know, it probably is cold enough for snow over the high ground of Scotland anyway. But the main thing is like a stormy Christmas, I think, more than anything. Right, let's move up towards New Year then, and we keep things unsettled, cold, windy, showering as we move up towards the New Year, and then getting towards New Year itself, having a milder push from the southwest. So this is much more unsettled, this update tonight. So the last three have tended to be drier and consequently colder. This is a much more unsettled, Atlantic-driven and stormy run, albeit there is some cold weather at times. New Year looks quite mild, bringing up winds from a west-southwesterly direction. And then in comes the next onslaught from off the Atlantic as we go further through the first week of January. So this low pressure, again, you know, it's looking cold and showery, particularly for more northern and western parts of the country, and westerlies just keep coming really even as we go on into second week of January. More batterings from low pressure and also from westerly winds, and this is going to take us up until the middle of January. I think there's nothing to stop these westerlies, so the westerlies just go on and on with these west-south westerlies being further unsettled weather, and I don't think we'll go any further. So we're moving into second half of January now, and quite clearly we are trending towards higher pressure rate the second half of January, but quite clearly the first half of January, as most of December, looks very unsettled and potentially really quite stormy as well. Right, so that's it. That's your fourth Christmas update. So what do you make of that then? It's a very different scenario compared to the first three. The first three updates tend to be more towards higher pressure and drier, but also colder weather around the Christmas period. This one is just the Atlantic battering away from beginning to end, really, and you know, many windstorms, severe gales, at times cold zonality turning rain to snow, and even over like Christmas Day, there is, like, certainly for the north anyway, some wintry potential in there. But from a cold zonality source. What we can say big time though is that the Atlantic is back on this one after the first three have generally had quite a subdued and quite subdued Atlantic. This one is the Atlantic unleashed big time with loads and loads of severe gales and bouts of rain and at times colder for snow as well, particularly for the north. So no trend at this point. This is so different compared to the other three, but we say that we have not got a trend in the CFS, and we wait to see what update number 5 has to say. And we'll be doing that, I think, on Sunday. That'll be between like the 11th winter update and the live stream at 6 o'clock in the evening. So sometime sort of mid-afternoon, I think, on Sunday is when we will do the 11th. No, when we'll do the 5th Christmas update after the 11th winter update. Hope that all makes sense. Right, okay. I don't know what I'm saying at the moment. The thing's just not quite firing properly after that migraine that I had the other day. So I hope that all makes sense. So the next Christmas update will be the 5th Christmas update, which will be released sometime in middle of the afternoon on Sunday. But for this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.